morning sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple things for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey everybody, I'm X Factor winner Tate Stevens, and welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where we talk about everything from music, sports, food, entertainment, and, well, just living the sweet life. Hey everybody, me Tate Stevens, and as always, AJ Crunk. Already drank it, apparently.
Yeah, I did.
Already drank it. Anyway, all right, today, man, we got, it's kind of a mixed bag, but kind of just some news and some information, I think. Let's call it news and information.
News and information.
Yeah, we can use the Ron Burgundy thing. Put our faces on the Ron Burgundy people.
News and inflammation.
And inflammations. All right, stick around. All right, go ahead.
Boom. Yeah, let's just kick it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well,
as you know, obviously in the music world, you know, with Taylor dying, Joe's mad. He's such a turd. Hold on.
okay.
He's probably on the couch, and he thinks everybody's gone.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, he's all right. Before you're so rudely interrupted by Fatty Boomaladdy. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Anyway.
Bing, bing.
So anyway, with Taylor Hawkins dying, in the music world, just kind of lost a good dude, and you know, the Foo Fighters, to me, they range, everything they do ranges from, it's like, it's so good. All their music's really good, and obviously Dave Grohl's amazing. He's super talented.
Yes,
you know what I mean. But I know we're kind of just jumping in here, which is fine. But it's like everything they do is really good.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, right. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody has those ones that you're like, ooh, might not have done that one. But but at the end of the day, it's still really good. Really, it's always it's on that, I don't know, it's just good. And that level of what you expect from the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
From their first single to now, what they're doing now. And Taylor was obviously a huge part of that.
Yeah.
So to try to replace that, I don't know what they're going to do, obviously. But just the sad fact that, was he 50?
Well, let's see here. Taylor suffering a cardiovascular event in Bogota, Colombia on March 25th. Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins has passed away. An autopsy, determined that his heart... Oh, well, I thought I did put in there how old he was. I guess not. Anyway, an autopsy determined that his heart was enlarged twice the size of a man his size and age.
Because he's a little scrawny dude.
Yeah, he was in his 50s, but
I think it was maybe 50. Hold on.
Let me guess, 54. I've typed so many like names and ages, I can't even remember which ones.
He was born in 72.
Oh, so
50.
Yeah.
50 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Man. Just that's young.
Yeah, that's very young.
Man. I mean,
but he was kind of hard. He was living hard for a little while.
Well, they all do.
And they said, I remember they were talking about, they found out that after the fact, he had like, I think 10 different medications in the system. But who's to say one day he took an antidepressant, 2 days later, smoked a joint, You know, it's
Yeah,
stuff,
who knows?
it was stuff like that.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
yeah.
who knows? I know it sucks for them and for their, everybody in that organization, obviously, trying to replace a guy like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't.
No.
You can't.
Just, another one is gone. Another good one's gone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But they also said, back when Keith Moon died from The Who,
absolutely.
They
Same
just kind of replaced him with kind of,
yeah,
but not really, but, like hired guns.
yeah. And they will. Obviously, they're not going to be done playing. There's, but I think it'll take them a long time to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Probably a year or two.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. And then kind of recreate something.
Did you hear Wolfgang Van Halen do his My Hero song live?
Yeah.
It's good, man.
Dude, that kid is amazing.
Yeah.
So I watched, what was I watching the other day? And it's his song. I don't remember which one it is, but he plays all the instruments, obviously. But like he's sitting there on the guitar, he's just playing, doodling. He's got the bass. He's sitting there doodling around, and then he walks into the rehearsal room with his other two selves, and he picks up another guitar, starts playing it. He's like, waiting on the drummer.
Yep.
So they're just kind of noodling, and then he comes in as the drummer. Sorry, guys. All right, we ready? What are we waiting on? That kind of thing.
Good drummer, too.
Dude, he killed, and I can't remember the song, what it was, but it was awesome. And I kind of, with Taylor Hawkins passing, there's a lot of, things are going on. And so as soon as you click on something, it's like rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So they had all this Eddie Van Halen and they were doing all this stuff. And he was like, I just want to make my dad proud. Everything I did. When I play guitar, I want to make him proud. When I play bass, when I do anything, all my music, I ran by him.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, check this out. What do you think of that? How can I make it better?
Yep.
I just wanted to make him proud. I'm like, dude. And his album,
Yeah.
what's it called? Do you remember the name
It
of it?
was just self-titled.
Oh, Wolfgang. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but dude.
It's good. I bought it on vinyl the other day.
Did you? It's real good.
It's really good.
It's real rock, man.
Yes.
It's real rock and roll.
There's some stuff
real.
in there that like I hear and it's just like, I mean, obviously, it's just like, oh, that's some Van Halen right there. But he is a Van Halen.
He is a Van Halen. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess this week we're going to just kind of go through some news stuff. And
Yeah. And we can talk about some things that are going on. I want to talk about some. It's funny. We both have Avila baseball shirts on today. This one the other day. I went in and talked Sean Sumi, the AD and acting head coach now.
Yeah.
Until they hire somebody. Called and said, hey, can you come in and just talk to the guys about, being successful in life? Just kind of what you think it takes. Mm-hmm. You've been successful in your career and in life, being a dad, and all that, having a family and all that stuff. Could you just come in? And I jumped on it right away. I'm like, absolutely, win, and then like within a minute of me saying, yes, I'll do it.
You're just like, oh, crap.
Well, then I went, wait a minute, they're baseball players.
Yeah.
The hell am I going to tell them that's going to help them in any way?
Mm-hmm.
So I texted him and I said, hey, man, I really want to do this, but I'm not real sure I'm going to connect with them at all through the music thing. And he was like, no, it's not even that.
Yeah.
Just about being a successful person.
Yep.
After baseball, after music, after
yep.
high school, after college, whatever. Just, what are your, key things? And I'm like, oh, okay. It was really cool. I don't know if they got anything out of it. I spent it with like an hour with them. And I had a bunch of things on my phone and, points and, kind of opened up with my story a little bit. And then I'm like, I need to relate to him a little bit more. And I told him Hayden's story, because they're small school baseball players. Hayden was a small school football player, and I asked who's going to play, who wants to play professional baseball.
Yeah.
They all raised their hand
right.
like they should.
Yeah.
They're playing college baseball. So And I'm like, okay, so how many people are going to play professional baseball? 2 guys. Raise their hand.
That'd be me.
Yeah, you know, and they were just like,
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
You know, one kid was young, real young, probably freshman, and the other kid looked older, you know, maybe a senior guy. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good for you. You know, there's so many things against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Even it didn't matter if you went to Avila or, you know, Missouri. Makes zero difference. You know, if you can play ball, you can play ball.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what level.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told him something about Daryl, and I was like, not to bring you guys down, you know, but I want to tell you something about your coach. He taught me, and I didn't even know he taught me. Even back in high school, never even thought of it that way. I said he taught me how to be a good person, and we all think we know what a good person is, but you know, Daryl kind of. He was always a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he was always. Now I'm not saying he didn't mess up and he didn't have mistakes and flaws. Everybody does.
Yeah.
But he was always a good person. Like 99% of the time was smiling.
Yeah.
He always had a smile when he met you. And he could be having a terrible day.
Yep.
But he would always like, hey, how you doing?
Yep.
And it was a smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He made time. And for other people.
Yeah.
And I never got it. So again, not until he passed, I didn't get it. But when he did pass, all the stories about, you know, Daryl was at my wedding and he was at this and he was at that and he went to this kid's, you know, bachelor party and he went to this kid's birthday party and he was here and he was there in the same day.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And he coached a baseball game that day. And he had his own children.
Right.
And he did this. And he was doing this. You know what I mean? And it was just like he made the time where most people don't.
Yep.
He made the time where he didn't have the time, but he figured out how to make it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I got to go to this dance recital. I might only be there for 15 minutes, but I'm going to go.
Yeah.
You know, most people, including myself, we don't do that.
Right.
We're too busy doing our own thing and are living our own life. And I get it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's impossible to make it to something. I understand that. Most of the time, we're not doing anything worth a damn.
Yeah.
When we're like, I can't go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, I told him that. I'm like, it's being a successful person, man.
Yeah.
Integrity, character, to me, those two things mean a lot in being successful.
Yeah.
You know, sure, there's a lot of successful people that are just absolutely shit people. You know what I mean? And they make tons of money in their career and in their field, and they step on people on the way up. And but at the end of the day, they're terrible people.
Yeah.
And they're going to get dealt with in their time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to me, I'm like, okay, this is what it means to be successful.
Karma has a way of catching people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It does. And I mean, it's caught me a few times and I'm sure maybe again, who knows? Like I said, I just, not that I'm perfect or anything, but it was one of those things I'm like, man, he taught me that and I never even knew it.
Yeah.
It never dawned on me.
Yeah.
Until he was gone. And then I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, he used to come to almost every one of my shows.
I know.
It was rare that he wasn't there.
Just like that.
And I know it wasn't
having kids of his own, having a baseball job where he's assistant athletic director and head coach of baseball team, and you know all his other ventures that he was doing.
Yeah,
I mean, and just life.
Yep,
his own time.
Yeah,
you know, I'm sure he wanted to sit on the couch sometimes. It's like I'm just not going to do anything.
Sure.
But, oh, hey, AJ's playing? All right, we got to go.
Yeah.
Even if we can stay an hour.
Isn't that crazy? I know it wasn't because of my angelic vocal ability.
but you know what I mean? That speaks volumes for the person that it was. And I'm trying to be better.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway. So
you got to find that one thing that you know you're meant to do. Like, dude, speaking of Daryl, for Daryl, coaching.
meant for it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect fit.
Not only did he know the game in and out, and he was a really good player, he knew how to get the best out of his athletes.
Yeah.
And
the patience on that guy too.
That's yeah. It took all the knowledge of playing the game, all the knowledge of the game, all the philosophies of the game.
Yep.
There's, you and I would coach a baseball team completely different.
Yeah.
All the fundamentals of philosophy, not just of catching, throwing, hitting, running.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the philosophy of games, what happens, it's sixth inning, you're down. Do you steal here?
Right.
With this count, this pitch count, or do you got a couple more innings, you wait for the next scenario. You know what I mean? So that stuff, you gotta know the game.
You gotta be on it.
And so he did. And I think, like I said, and plus he was able to connect with his players and be to them what they needed him to be. Friend, coach, father figure, confidant, somebody they can just talk to.
Yeah.
Leader, as not a spiritual leader and just a leader of a person, you know what I mean? So he had it. He was really meant to coach.
Yep.
And not that he couldn't do anything else or whatever else he wanted to do, but I think, he was a baseball coach.
Yeah.
For sure.
We had to change the subject before I started freaking balling over here.
No, I know. It just that happened this week and it was a great thing for me. It was really good for me to do
Absolutely.
that. And like I said, I told Sean, I was like, I just hope I got to one of them. And he was like, I think you did. There was a lot of them, people like nodding, agreeing and things like that. So I'm like, well, hopefully somebody got it.
Yeah. Did you watch WrestleMania this last weekend?
I watched just the highlights.
See, Stone Cold Steve Austin came back
when he kicked when he was trying to stun the Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And Vince was falling down.
Dude.
And Stone Cold's dying laughing.
Vince is 76 years old.
I know, but he kicked him and he started falling down and Stone Cold was trying to grab him and he had a mouthful of beer and he was trying to grab him and he was dying laughing. And finally he stunned him, but it was a terror because Vince was half laying down already.
It's like trying to give a stunner to a wet dish rag.
Absolutely. And then Steve Austin was dying laughing after it happened. Yeah, it was.
Then they gave it to Pat McAfee.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty good.
Yeah. I know. I watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of the Undertaker's Hall of Fame thing. That was cool.
That was really cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Talk about a guy, golly, that just meant a lot to everyone in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
He meant it was like he was wrestling.
Yeah. He was probably the most respected person in the back. It's
Absolutely.
like one of those guys that everybody always went to. Is like, hey, what would you do?
Are we doing the right thing? Mark,
Yeah.
are we, hey, Taker, are we doing the right thing? And,
Yep.
And he'd give him the yes or no. And yeah, dude, what an awesome career that guy had.
Well, did you hear about, let's see here. Die Hard franchise star Bruce Willis has announced his retirement from acting due to being diagnosed with aphasia.
It's a memory thing, I think, right?
Yeah,
I heard that.
It's generally the major causes are stroke and head trauma. So basically, it's a disease that hinders your ability to comprehend or formulate language because of damage to specific brain regions. So, I mean...
Yeah, I saw he had a birthday not too long ago, and he didn't look well. He looked like he was struggling, just like blowing out candles and kind of moving around. Maybe not, but that's how it kind of appeared.
Yeah.
That he looked like he was struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley was talking about it. She's like, Bruce Willis retired. And I'm like, maybe it's early, but he's got to be, how old is he? 60?
Something like that. Yeah. He's
64.
He's up there. He's up there.
Yeah. He's a good bit older than them, right? I think. But Yep.
Well, speaking of which, after a movie/television career spanning 37 years, actor Jim Carrey has decided to retire from acting.
Yeah.
In an interview with Access Hollywood, Carrey stated, "If the angels bring down some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break." And he went on to say, "I really like my quiet life. I really like putting paint on canvas. I really like my spiritual life. And I feel like, and this is something you may never hear from another celebrity, as long as time exists, but I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough."
Yeah. He freaked out. He freaked out a few times in his life. Mm-hmm. Went bonkers. Like, truly mad.
Yeah.
Like, he was cuckoo.
Part of me wondered if that was just him just rebelling against, like, just all the Hollywood crap.
Maybe, but
You know
still,
what I mean?
but still, you're putting yourself out there as a nut job.
Yeah.
So you're crazy.
Yeah.
For doing it, right?
Yeah.
It's like
To me, that I did that equivalent of, like, being in a bar band. You're playing, like, freaking Jason Aldean songs or whatever. Sometimes I'll just get so tired. I'll just put, like, stupid jazz chords in the middle of it that make absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And just look down like, yep, I just did that. And people are looking at you like, what are you doing?
What
to me,
song's
that's like him playing jazz chords, and
maybe I could see that, but
could be.
To me, he just lost it. But again, I think you're right with the whole. I'm kind of over the Hollywood, this whole thing.
I would be.
Yeah, it'd be tough, I'm sure. But yeah, it was kind of weird. I loved what he said about the Will Smith thing, about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
It's true.
It's absolutely true. Will Smith's in a bad place. You know what I mean? He's not in a good place in his own.
It's not his first
person.
time of just like slapping people.
No. But I'm saying like he's not in a good spot in his life.
No,
I don't think.
Probably
I think
not.
there's tons of stuff going on, and I know people were like, "Man, you slapped Chris Rock for mentioning your wife's bald head, but you're not slapping the guy who was banging your wife."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole time and this and that. And it's like, I get it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why would you hit him?
Yeah.
But what Jim Carrey said was, he goes, if that were me and he smacked me like that, I wouldn't have done anything right then.
Yep.
I would have been, Chris Rock did exactly what he was supposed to do. Just kept going.
Said he would sued him for $250 million.
Because that's out there forever.
Ever. Yep.
It'll never go away. Every time somebody thinks about the Oscars, remember the smack.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And I rightfully so. And he would have won
Oh, yeah.
$250 million.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. I would have.
For just saying words. To me, that's very scary because that puts, like, if he got off on this thing scot-free, no punishment whatsoever, to me, that sets such a precedent. Like, I don't like Sweet Caroline. Just walk up and smack somebody. Or
Now I understand a little bit of, okay, the protector, if you will, the protector in him for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, right? If somebody's going to talk bad about your wife, you're going to try to protect her or stand up for her.
Yeah.
But it was almost like, here's the thing. It was a joke. Was it tasteless? Maybe.
Well, if it was a tasteless joke, don't laugh at it.
Don't laugh at it because you were laughing.
He was laughing.
And then he turned and looked, and she was kind of like, looked at him like, and then he was like,
yeah.
I'm going to go smack him. That's wrong. Okay. What you did was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, whatever. You're trying to save your marriage or whatever you're trying to do. Be the protector because the movie you just did about the Venus and Serena and all that. Whatever, dude. But you did it wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever you did was wrong.
Yeah.
And now you're going to pay for it. And because people are already over it.
Yep.
As far as, okay, we're already done with this and we're kind of done with you.
Yeah. Yep.
For that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So anyway, now the big joke is, comedians get up there and I can't remember who it was. One comedian was like, okay, listen, let's get one thing straight. If I say something and piss you off and you come up here to get smacked, I will beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
You will.
Dude, if it were me and I were
if I were a
stand-up comedian, I'd probably be packing heat.
Oh, yeah, because
And
it's somebody's
in
going
my
to jump
jacket
up.
pocket,
Somebody's going to jump up
Yep.
and blah blah and try to smack somebody, and
Yep.
it's going to get bad.
Yep.
Because people are idiots.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Rock did the right thing. It was funny because Chris Rock, did you hear him after he got smacked? He's like, man, he just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And he was like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. He was like, I am. And then he's like, the things I could say.
Yeah.
And he stopped himself.
Yep.
So
he handled it
He
right.
was going there.
Yep.
The wheels were turning like, hey, I haven't even said anything bad yet.
Yeah.
But just wait, because it's about to get bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he didn't. He stopped
Yeah.
himself. Anyway, so yeah, I'm already done talking about it. It's kind of like, okay,
Yeah, it's
whatever.
yeah, it is
Whatever.
what it is, but let's see here.
Did you hear about Eric Church pissing off all his fans?
Oh, canceling a show to watch the North Carolina game.
Oh, come on, man.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Speaking of country music, let's see here. Recently, country music icon Dolly Parton was considered for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Parton declined to be considered for induction, stating, I do not feel I have earned the right. I really do not want votes to be split. Boy, if I need to learn how to type here. I really do not want votes to be split because of me, so I must respectfully bow out. I do hope that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame will understand and be willing to consider me again if I'm ever worthy. And she also stated that I'm not expecting that I'll get in, but if I do, I'll immediately next year have to go out and put out a rock and roll album, which she's wanted to do for years, like Linda Ronstadt or Hart,
Right, right.
that type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And so this may have just been a God wink for me to go ahead and do that. So I'd listen to it. I don't know. I've heard a lot worse.
Yeah.
Dude, I just heard
Pat Boone.
crazy. That's how it goes.
That was all. Him and William Shatner. Do you hear that one?
I'm a rocket man.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I guess if you have enough money, you can do whatever you
You just
want.
do whatever you want, man.
I guess.
Did you hear that Machine Gun Kelly tried to do that System of a Down song? Oh, it was awful. It's Aerials by System of a Down.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did a cover on Howard Stern.
Oh boy.
And dude, it was horrid.
yeah.
Horrid.
I don't-
Like as bad as, do you remember that Puddle of Mud? The dude tried to do that Nirvana too. It was on par. It was on par with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. It was that good. Oh my. That was awful. And Wes Scanlon, the guy from Puddle of Mud, from here. He's from here in Kansas City. He's a Kansas City guy. But man, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Ego, man.
It is. It has to
Yep.
be an ego thing. There's songs that I would love to sing. I just don't because I shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like Meet in the Middle the other night. Whoo-wee. Holy cow! I'm like, hey. Anyway, you just for Dolly to respectfully decline.
Yes.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Yep.
Good on her. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did the right thing
Yeah.
for sure.
So what are you doing on May 26th? Quick, right off the top of your head. You know what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Gonna go see Top Gun 2 in theaters. Yes.
We might sit side by side with aviators on.
I heard that.
That.
Oh my God, it's
I
gonna be
can't
so
wait.
good.
I know. So there was. I want to see the new Batman. Still haven't seen it. I want to see that one. And Ashley and I were like, I saw a trailer. I was watching something online, and the Top Gun thing, and I'm like, oh, it better
Yeah.
be good. Mm-hmm. Now I did see kind of a behind the making or whatever,
Yeah.
the making of Top Gun, and Tom Cruise said, "Listen, we did more real flying in this than any other movie's ever done. So he's really in a plane. Obviously, he's not piloting the plane,
Right.
But he is really. They are really pulling those maneuvers. A lot of them, a lot more than obviously in the first one.
Yeah.
And he said it's amazing because it had to be real. It had to be more realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be a great one.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
hope it's a great one.
Well, you know what? Even if nothing's ever going to be as good as the original.
Even if it's close.
Yes. Like Coming to America 2. Wasn't as good as the original, but it was still good.
It was
I
good.
still laughed pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. But no, for sure. I don't know. I know we do have a couple trips in May that we're taking. We have a couple of trips Ash and I are going to take in May.
We're not playing in May.
No.
No,
we don't have anything in May.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, hey, this might be the only time we can do anything.
Shoot, by then you probably have your house sold and
oh man, I'm trying. I don't know. I think I might have talked her out of it today. Maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes if she gets something in her head, it's gonna stick. And
dude,
I
it's
can't do anything about
super easy to sell right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna price it kind of out of its price range.
People will pay it.
No, I don't think so. Just because
$15 million
is gonna be $1 million. No, you know what I mean. I think I'm gonna put it at the very highest high end for where we're at in the house and the size of house. Just so. Plus, it's a modern farmhouse, so you're going to have to want a modern farmhouse. You know what I mean? That's going to have to be your goal because you can't change it. Not now. There's too much modern farmhouse going on. You know what I mean? You can paint, but it's still a modern farmhouse at the end of the day with all the shiplap and the different stuff going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, who knows?
Who knows?
But, I got to find property to buy. I got to find, I don't know.
Let's go down and live with Hayden.
Well, the
a
Hayden's
little
like, yeah, if you sell your house, we have an extra bedroom. You guys can come stay with us. I'm like,
You can watch Piper.
absolutely. Me and old Ninny.
Yeah.
Grandpa and Ninny. Dude, I love that dog, though. She's she's a sweetheart of a dog. Too smart for her own good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to sell or not. We'll see. But,
right now, I mean, it'd be a good time to rent a U-Haul because gas prices are going down slightly.
yeah.
Trying to tie in the next.
I had a
piece of news,
I had
I
a
guess.
quarter of a tank. I had a quarter of a tank of gas in my truck.
Yeah.
And I filled it up just a little bit more than a quarter tank. I mean, not
Yeah.
just right above it. And it cost me $102. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, what you got on the gas prices?
Well,
What's
I mean,
going on there?
they're going down. I mean,
Yeah, because-
I'd say probably a week or two ago, it was about, I think, 370 something, 380 something.
Yeah.
At least that's where it was down in Harrisonville.
A week ago, diesel was $5.02.
Isn't that stupid? Oh, you got diesel, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb. Why would you ever have a diesel?
I don't know. I'm not getting another one.
Yeah. Well, it's down to like 340. So it's on the downward trend. So, I'm thankful for that at least. But,
Well, it's not summertime yet.
I was looking on social media the other day, just like flipping through and saw somebody had a 3.5 EcoBoost Ford Raptor motor for sale. It's a motor in the transmission
Oh, wow.
that they just pulled it out.
What, probably of a wreck?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
assume. So I was looking at that and
You're like, how much is that thing?
well,
Let's
it
throw
was
that in
about
the
seven. It was
Bronco.
about 17,000, and I sent that link to my buddy that helped me rebuild my transmission, Billy.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, well, what do you think? Should drop this in the Bronco and LOL whatever. Sent it to him and he's like, well, I just take fabricating a little bit on some mounts, but it's not impossible. And I was like, oh crap. Now I want to do that.
Well, yeah. Hey, listen.
Could you imagine that?
I'm gonna spend $18,000 on this engine and transmission just to throw in the Bronco.
I would have a true blue Bronco Raptor.
That's right. You would.
It'd be more Bronco Raptor than the Bronco Raptors.
Absolutely. Yeah. I did see a new Bronco the other day that was really good looking. It was
Really?
It was a 4-door. It was lifted a little bit, had the big tires and wheels on it. Looked good. It was a soft top.
Okay.
And it was like a cool blue, like not royal blue, but a little darker than a royal blue, but not
Okay.
navy.
Yeah.
And black. It looked really, and I was like, oh, it was in Harrisonville. Yeah, and
There's a few of them down there.
And I was like, I pulled up and I was like, I kind of like it. I like that. You know, I don't like the just base models and all that. It's not good.
Yeah.
But that one, it looked tough. It looked like a Bronco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It even had the old school Bronco wheels with the little hole, on the little mag wheels that they used to put on.
Yeah.
It had those, but obviously newer versions. But it looked like that with the rim or the beadlock rims and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I could roll in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They obviously spent a lot of money fixing it to look like that, but anyway.
I think before I love my Bronco. I love my Bronco. It's rusted on the sides and stuff. I got some body work to do on it, but dude, I tell you what, man. Not to say that I have like the best looking car, but dude, you can just see people just looking and being like, oh.
Yeah.
Like when I drive by and I'm like, dude, this thing's got rust on the side. It's,
Broncos were a cool thing.
They were.
They were a cool thing. I remember
the bullnose
Yeah.
Broncos are the cool.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm a big 60s like 65 model Bronco guy, the small one,
Yeah.
I love the old those to me are the cool, and that's kind of what they patterned the new one off of was the smaller one, but yeah, either way, Broncos were cool, man. And I even like the old Power Wagons, the Dodge Power Wagons, which was their version of a big Bronco.
Yeah.
Or
the K7, the Blazers.
The K7.
K7.
Was it K7? That's right.
Yeah. Because I was going back and forth on Bronco and K7.
Right. But, so all that kind of stuff was pretty cool. A buddy of mine had the Chevy, and it had a diesel in it. But it was the gas converted to diesel. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It wouldn't get out of its own way.
I bet.
And so, but anyway, yeah.
I thought about getting the soft top just to put on mine for the wintertime, and just so you could take it on and off.
You mean for the summertime?
That's what I said.
That's what I meant. You know what I said.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to get a new truck or something.
Get you
within a year or so. Well, and that's what Ashley's like. Why don't you get a Bronco? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm never getting rid of my truck. I love my truck. It's got 215,000 miles on it, and I'm just going to keep fixing it.
You seen them Ford Mavericks? It's a small pickup. It's basically, I think it's their answer to the electric. It's like an all electric.
Oh yeah, no,
okay. I've seen supposed to be.
I've seen the Ranger, the Ford Rangers, the new ones.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll jump on the Ford website, build your own Ford, and I'll get on there and just be like, wonder what that would look like.
Yeah.
And they had the Mavericks and the Maverick with the camper shell on the back. And I was like, dude, that actually, for a camper shell, it doesn't look bad, but for me, I'm always thinking like, okay, hauling gear, what do I need?
Yeah, I liked, I would put a camper shell, a snug top on mine.
Yeah.
Color match, snug top.
Sure.
Be great. Well, I don't like the way they look. Looks like an old man truck.
I got one of those in my driveway.
I'm like, great.
Yeah.
So I saw a brand new F-250 or maybe even 350. Snug, everything looked great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it was lifted. It looked awesome. And I'm like, that doesn't look like an old man's truck.
Mm-mm.
And she was like, yeah, I just don't like them. I don't like camper shells. And I'm like, oh, man. All right. So many things.
Say, well, I don't like those soaps in the bathroom.
Yeah. You know what? I use the towels in the bathroom. We're not supposed to. Oh, man. So, you know what? This summer, I'm pretty excited for this summer to get going. We got a lot of shows, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we start April 23rd and get with it.
Yeah.
No.
Who's that?
Richard.
Oh, Richard.
Oh. Missed him. He's in Oregon.
Richard.
Okay, Pooch.
Oh.
He's in Oregon. He took Jaden out there on a recruiting trip to University of Oregon.
Gotcha.
He's getting recruited out there. So
Nice.
yeah, cool for him. But
Yeah.
anyway, so this summer I'm excited about that. Got a lot of things going on. Man, I got some new merchandise. Ordered some new merchandise today. Got new hats. I got new T-shirts, and then of course we got our T-shirts, the band T-shirts.
I'm sure we'll have that posted on social media here throughout the summer.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. It's gonna happen. So looking forward to that, and just kind of getting out and seeing people and playing live music again.
Yeah,
It's one of those things, and sadly, I think we lost the date tonight or this afternoon. I'm still waiting to hear.
Really?
Yeah, and it's the one in Belton. I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, no.
I know. And I'm like, how can that not happen? It's my hometown. But I think they thought they had money,
Yeah.
to spend and to put this big hoopla on, but I don't think they have the money they thought they had. So they're trying to scramble to find something. So
You're going to hire my band. They're coming through and we're snaking the gig out from under you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Now I'm going to feel bad if they call me tomorrow.
Hey, can you play? No, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to help them with the money side of it, as far as hey, I can take less money.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take less money, and just be able to pay the guys, if that helps. I don't know how much that's going to help. I mean, it's not going to come down that much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I don't
know.
They're going to meet on Thursday.
Take your 8,000 off the top and
yeah. I mean, to take what I'm making. Yeah. Hey, this year I'm happy. I get paid. I get show pay this year. This is good. This is a good year. First time in 9 years.
There you go.
My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. I'm just out here winging it, man.
Yeah,
we're just throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks. So anyway, that's gonna be fun. Summer's gonna be fun.
Even if you only make $100,
I don't care.
You ever see $100 worth of bacon and eggs on a plate?
That's right. It's a lot.
Yep.
That's a lot. Well, it depends on where you go.
Beats digging ditches.
It does.
So
Absolutely. Beats what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else on your cool list? You got you got a list. You got your phone. You got your iPad.
Did some stuff like. What do you think about Whataburger?
Love
we
it.
talked about that.
Love it.
Coming to town.
Whataburger's good. Their chicken biscuits in the morning.
I haven't had that.
God, it's good. Add cheese to it. This is a fat kid talking to me.
Yeah.
No, so Whataburger to me is a lot like Sonic.
Yeah.
Taste.
Yeah.
I mean, burgers that kind of remind you of a Sonic burger.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Here a couple years ago, we went down to Corpus Christi, Texas, and visited my girlfriend's aunt and uncle down there.
Right.
And I was like, all right, we got to do Whataburger. I got to have Whataburger because
Yeah.
I've always hear In-N-Out versus Whataburger. In-N-Out,
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, got to try Whataburger. So had this big hype. Finally went in there and ate it, and I'm just like, Freddy's is better than this.
I don't think so. I would say Whataburger's just, I think because if you get the right thing, Freddy's not bad. I'm not knocking Freddy's at all. I love their chili cheese fries. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But
chili cheese fries. Their burgers are better than Whataburger, man.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're really not. They're not. But
You're at the gym tomorrow. I'm going to sneak over there and let all the air out of your tires.
I know. Like I said, we like Freddy's. We like, but Whataburger, like in the morning, their favorite, they have a jalapeno biscuit. And you get the chicken. So you get a full chicken breast.
All right, so you're naming off everything but their burger.
No, I'm just saying why I like them, because I like their breakfast,
Okay.
but I also like their burgers. I mean, I get their, I can't remember.
Don't get me wrong,
but
I don't eat their burger and think, oh, that was disgusting. It's good.
Right.
It's just not as good.
What about Culver's? You like Culver's?
It's okay.
Culver's is okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind Culver's.
Yeah, it's better than McDonald's.
It's better than McDonald's, and it's better than Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake was terrible. I hate
I used to like their shakes.
They're good though. Mm-hmm. But Culver's, that's pretty good stuff too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man.
If you could craft an ultimate meal, say you had to go Here for soda, here for fries, here for burger.
Okay, depends on what. Okay, depends on if you drink Diet Coke, you have to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's the best Diet Coke on the planet, out of the fountain. So if you like that, go there. French fries. French fries are hard.
So you would go to McDonald's for your Diet Coke.
Yep.
Okay, so you got the drink.
French fries. Now this is where it's going to be hard. This is going to be tough because I like McDonald's fries, but I like Burger King fries too. But I like Hardee's curly Q's. Arby's is basically the same. Hardee's and Arby's curly fries are about the same. So I don't know. If I went curly fries, I'd go to Hardee's.
Okay.
But if I went straight fries, I'd have to go to McDonald's. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If I went with a chicken sandwich, obviously it'd be Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Their chicken's so much better than everybody else's.
Okay.
But if I went burger,
Yeah.
just straight fast food burgers,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Burger King's hard to beat. Their burgers are hard to beat.
Yeah.
I love Hardee's. I like Hardee's burgers. But to me, if I'm going to go to fast food, if we're just going to go get a burger and fries or something and we're driving through, we usually go to Burger King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would go. I agree with you on McDonald's going there for the fountain drinks.
Yep.
They do. I don't know what it is about it, but
Whatever
something
it is.
about they have like double filtration,
Sure.
something or other, or whatever. They probably put crack in it. You know,
They put something in it so it's addicting.
they mix crack in with the syrup. I'd go there for a Coke.
Yeah.
I would go for fries. I would probably go to, I'd say Freddy's. I'd go for Freddy's for some fries.
I just don't like how, I mean, they're okay. I don't like the real shoestringy ones like that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like the oh, what's wrong with you? No. Anyway, for a burger, I'd probably Five Guys.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even think about Five Guys.
Yeah. I'd probably go to Five Guys.
Five
for the
Guys,
burger.
for sure. For sure, Five Guys is
Or
probably
if
the
I
best.
were going something other than burger,
Yep.
I would go to Hardee's for a hot ham and cheese.
Okay, now,
Bam!
that is delicious, right?
Yes.
So I'll agree. Burger King is still really good, but Five Guys by far is better.
Yeah.
I forgot about Five Guys. See? Yeah, dang.
There's so many.
My thing, dude. Back in the day, now I don't know how it is now. I haven't had one in years. The mushroom and Swiss burger at Hardee's was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. And it used to be two for $2, 2 melts for $2.
Yeah.
So I'd get 2 mushroom and Swiss burgers and 2 hot ham and cheese.
Yeah.
That makes me a little fat. I'd have 4 sandwiches and a large curly fry and a drink. That's what I would eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was delicious.
I wasn't hungry before I got here, but I am kind of now.
I know we had. Anyway, So yeah, I forgot about Five Guys. That's a good one. Good one. Okay. I will say that the summer is going to be great. Gonna have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
So there'll be tour dates and stuff like that, and show dates all over the calendars coming
We're
up.
even doing a fly date.
Doing a fly date somewhere in New Mexico.
Somewhere in New Mexico.
Do.
Yeah. Who we open up for down there?
It's us and Lee Greenwood.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Lee Greenwood. It's on Veterans Day. It's actually on Veterans Day.
We're playing like just an
hour show.
flying all the way to New Mexico for just an hour.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know. Oh well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all pays the same, right?
Yeah. Heard that.
So it'll be good. Lee's a great guy.
Yeah.
I like working with Lee. I get to work with him several times a year doing our helping a hero thing. So
Yeah.
he's a good dude. It'll be fun. I'm trying to think. Anything we need to discuss or talk about that's pressing immediately? I don't think so. Right?
No.
Okay. Good.
I did get a new cell phone today.
Oh, you did?
I got the brand new iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. You can
This
film
thing-
movies on that thing.
Dude, this thing's freaking heavy.
Is
I
it?
mean, feel.
Oh wow, it is.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
So can you use it as a hammer? You don't have a case on it yet
No, I bought a case on Amazon. I'm not paying $50
for like a.
Yeah,
you know what?
that's
I mean, I
stupid.
get these little cheap OtterBox ones.
Yeah.
because they work pretty good. I don't know what this is. I think this one might be iPhone 11. I don't know what it is. I don't care. I just need it to work when I need it to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, I think it's time for at least one of our things here. Let's. I know you said you didn't really have a dad joke tonight.
Yeah. You know, of all my prep I forgot to say.
Jokes.
Yeah. And I hear all these jokes throughout the week, and
I heard a great one. I heard a great one, and I was going to send it to you, and I forgot to do it.
Do you remember what it is?
No, I don't remember. That's why I heard a great one, and I laughed. I was dying laughing. I was like, I got to send that to AJ because that's funny. And then it just went away. I don't know what happened. Forgot.
Here we go.
Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Dad jokes. Dad jokes.
You know, they have ships that are made of just pure diamonds, right?
Oh, okay.
And they also have ships that are made of solid gold.
Okay.
But do you know what the most valuable ship is?
No.
Friendship.
Oh. Friendship.
I couldn't even get
Golly. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. And there we have it. All right. Hey, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's
Should we call somebody?
Let's call somebody real quick.
Let's pair you up real quick.
Oh, okay.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
What's going on? Hey, hold on. Hold on. Hey, I called you, see, because we're doing our podcast. Oh no. Yeah. I do see Dan. We were just talking about Dan. I said, I'm going to call Dan. I'm going to call Jeremy, and then I'm going to call Dan.
Well, guess what?
What's happening?
What are you doing?
Dude, so AJ and I, we're doing our podcast. We do the Sweet Life podcast every week. Comes out every week. What are you drinking, Dan? What is that?
It is West Bottom's whiskey from here in Kansas City.
Oh, nice. I don't know why we can't. How come we can't hear him on the thing?
Am I, can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's running through our board, but I can't hear you I can hear you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. It's Kansas City.
Yeah, awesome. Are you here in town or are you in Nashville?
I just got back.
Oh, nice. Very good. Very good. So, what's happening, dude? I know they said we're out, dude. Huh?
Well, we were just kind of catching up and rehashing some of that. So
yeah, that's a great question, brother.
I know.
inquiring minds want to
The
know.
people
Well,
want
hey,
to
it was
know.
good seeing you guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, man. So, Jeremy, first for you, dude. What's up? I know we talked last time. I was drinking we were doing some sort of acoustic gig.
Yeah.
And I was at the bar waiting. We were waiting. What was the chicken and pickle thing we did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm having a beer, and Jeremy. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
I should introduce who they are.
Oh yeah, hold on. I got to introduce you guys because I'm just talking like people know. We called Jeremy, didn't answer, and we were getting ready to call Dan, and then absolutely, how weird is that, dude?
Dude, that's crazy.
Jeremy Worden. So we're on the phone. We have Jeremy Worden, who Jeremy is not only a great friend and a great guy, but just a great musician. Lived here for a while, Kansas City for a while. Now in Nashville, where he's been for years and years, and played with me for a while out on the road. Great dude, great bass player, just an all around good dude and good friend. And then we got Dan Weller, Dan's not near any of that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dan Weller, obviously, great player, great guy. Man, just kind of, you've been out. How long are you out with Florida Georgia Line? 10 years?
This is actually going to be 9 years.
9 years, dude. That's crazy. Craziness. I remember Dan and I, we flew to Nashville one time together and didn't even know. He just walks in, sits down next to me, and we kind of look at each other, and I'm like, what's up? He's like, what are you doing? And
What happened? Yeah.
yeah. And then because that was, so that must have been when you just got the gig, because you were like, yeah, I got a gig with Florida Georgia Line and I'm playing keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Face I usually made when that came up.
yeah. And I'm like, okay. And because I thought the same thing. I'm like, the hell are you playing keyboards for? You're a great guitar player. So yeah, whatever. It was all
Do
good.
you know how to play keyboards? That was a good question.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told them. I can home sweet home the hell out of one of them, but did you really?
Well,
Yeah, I did.
I mean, hey,
It's like if you put me to gospel improvise and just get honky tonky, I'm like, I am absolutely not your dude, but I can home sweet home the hell and I'll figure out the rest of it.
can
And
you
you're like,
honky?
"All right."
Can you honky tonk and gospel it? I don't even. That's got to be a song.
Is that what they said, Dan?
No. That's what I said to them because I mean, I've been around enough cats there in Nashville. And they're like, I was like, I could be enough for the gig.
Right.
Like, I will be, the cat that's barely hanging on to something about ready to fall off. That would be me. Like I can hang in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Yeah.
But if you want me to do something just like, I'm like, I'm not your guy, but I could be enough to, yeah.
That's awesome. That's funny. That's good stuff. So, Jeremy, now, what do you're doing the sports memorabilia thing? You're kind of all over. What's up, dude?
Well, Tate, my main gig is selling roses on the off ramp, 540 in Charlotte.
Well, and that's not a bad
and on
gig.
the old rose, game, but I don't know, maybe switch to rugs. I don't know.
He tried selling the paper and it didn't go so good.
Paper, when old Leroy was stealing my corner.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, that dude has been there for how long? 50 years? He's been selling right there, by the naked people. That dude's been there forever.
Forever.
Ever.
Dude, he was there when all of us were on the bus with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's been there forever, and he's like, I don't know, that's his place. No one takes it.
Hey, so so here's an interesting story about Dan Weller. So, met Dan there in KC years ago. Dan, how many years have we known each other now?
24 years, 20 years, 20 years. Well, pretty close, yeah.
Years, yeah.
18, so I would say let's say 16.
16.
Maybe 17.
So Tate, right before I hopped on the road with you, I was with Tyler Farr.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is back when Tyler was just getting started, man. Van and trailer, the whole deal.
He was like,
and
he
had a
said,
show at Santa Calagon days.
yeah.
They're in old
in Independence. Independence. Yeah.
And so I hired Dan to come in because at the time, Dan, were you playing with Colt at that time?
I think I actually rolled off that gig, so I was back here at home.
Yeah, so Dan was with Colt Ford for many years, and some funny stories about that too. So I hired Dan to come in, and then I think the very next day, Dan, didn't we have a fly date down to Texas?
Yep.
And we're playing at this venue in San Antonio, and Colt Ford's headlining, and then Tyler is opening up, and then this band I've never heard of before called Florida Georgia Line was playing right in the middle. Now, Dan, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but you knew the guys from back in the Colt days because you guys did the whole Southeast club circuit.
Oh yeah, we were actually really good friends because of all that.
So Tate, dude, Dan and I after our set, man, we're out there having a beer, watching the set with FGL, and gosh, he probably had 100 college kids out there singing every word to every song. Well, I think Cruise had just been released, hadn't it, Dan?
And it just started getting some legs.
Yeah, and Dan goes, man, these guys are going to be huge. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Can I pick them or can I pick some?
Yeah.
Oh, watch. These guys are going to blow up. And it was shortly after that he got the call to go, and because he knew those guys.
Yeah, good deal.
And
hey, is Colt a good dude? Colt Ford, is he a good dude?
Well, we're on air, right?
Yeah, but he. I always heard that he's a pretty good dude.
Colt's an awesome cat, man. He's a good. Yeah,
he's a super nice guy, man.
Yeah. I was just funning, but yeah, that would have been. Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Tyler. We're.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember the thing we did with Tyler here in Missouri at the float thing. Yeah. That was terrible.
It was wasn't that where Connor was? It was a float trip down in South Missouri somewhere.
Yeah, and it was us and Tyler and Jana Kramer.
Jana Kramer, that's right.
Yeah. That didn't go too good. But,
I always have sound effects for this. Hang on a second.
we have a lot of sound effects. We got all kinds of good things. But if you would have answered your phone, you would have got the you would have got the we have a little music bed when I call people, because it's called Surprise You're on a Podcast. So we just call random people, and I'm like, and when you pick up, you hear the music, and then we start talking. Anyway, but so it was man, I think Dan played with me one time. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, hey, I need a guitar player on this gig. It was a fair.
Yep, I remember that.
And Dan's like, so we called him. He's like, yeah, I can go. I'll do it. So he learned the stuff, and it was hilarious because we get to this place, and I swear to you, I can't make it up. We get to this place, and it's wouldn't have been a bad venue to have a show.
Right.
We set everything up, and then we're kind of looking off to the side of the stage, and I'm like, what's going on here? And remember they were catching hogs right next to the stage. And I'm like, and then they had the cars, the demolition derby behind us.
Yep.
Like it was, no, you can't make it up, dude. You can't make that up. It was amazing. I'm like we're trying to play and things are going on. They're like, hey, can you guys take a little break? We're going to let the kids catch the pigs.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my God, dude. It was awesome. Yeah, you can't make it up, but. So Dan, what's going on right now? What are you doing right now? What do you got in the works right now?
Well,
let me tell you.
Jeremy was kind of leading up to part of it. So as of January 1st, I started playing with Tyler Farr.
Now, again, you're playing with Tyler now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That
All right.
didn't
So you're
land quite like I thought it would.
Oh, I was like, oh, wait a minute. We're talking about Tyler again?
Yeah, we are. Buddy. That's the funny. That's all right, Dan. Everything's around Tyler now.
This is my Tyler impression. Yeah, buddy. It's all right, Dan. All right now.
That's pretty good.
So Tyler's not. Well, I don't know if he's necessarily from Missouri, but he's from Missouri, right?
Yeah, he's from Missouri.
Garden City, just like 25 minutes from where I live, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that close. That's awesome.
Yeah, 30 minutes tops. Okay.
Yeah.
So when what was his single? Redneck Crazy, right? Or whatever it is. Good song, but whatever. And I'm not making fun of him. I like Tyler. Tyler's a good dude, but it was funny because it became a number one hit, and he'd called in, or he was in Kansas City. At like 106.5 or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Doing the radio show, doing the morning thing. Well, his music teacher from like middle school called in.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And he was like, I got to do my Tyler impersonation. He was like, "Hey, Mrs. Green, how are you?" Or whatever her name was. And she was like, "Hi, Tyler. Well, you sound really different. I don't remember you talking like that before."
Hey,
Whoopsie.
hey, true story.
Whoopsie, Tyler.
True story. So we are playing in his hometown. You know, what
Yeah.
is it?
Garden City or wherever it is, yeah.
City. And Tyler's dad and they're awesome people.
Yeah.
Monica and Gary and Monica Farr, they're awesome. And I remember we're standing there and, you know, Tyler's, you know, he's talking and he's got that. And his dad looks at him and goes, "Tyler, why are you talking like that? You're from Missouri."
Dude, come on.
You know,
Here,
yeah.
now,
Just- Tyler, I love you, buddy.
I know, I do.
Missouri, dude.
He's a good dude, man. Because he asked me, he said, "So where you?" He's like, "Tate, where are you from, brother?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm from Belton." He kind of looked at me. I was like, "Yeah, Missouri, like 35 minutes from where you're from, dude." and he was like, "Oh yeah, I think I know where that is up there, just south of Kansas City, a little bit, yeah." Yeah, Tyler, 35 minutes from where you're from, dude. I have friends from Garden City, and they don't sound like you either.
3 towns north.
We're 3 towns away from you.
Oh, it's so funny.
No, he's a good dude, man. I'm not making fun of him. It is what it is. But no, so that's good. That's good. Is he still a Sony artist? Is Tyler still on Sony, or is he?
Oh, actually, he's on Aldean's new imprint.
Oh, that's right. I heard that. That. Yep. What's that? Because it was Broken Bow, but was it Red something or?
Yeah, it's a sub label underneath all that. I can't. It's like a dual partnership deal. I don't know all the details on that.
So now, how much is Tyler working? Is he working a lot?
It's picking up.
Doing a lot of weekends right now?
This year because of the last couple of years, and so rather than having all the cancellations that's been happening, so
yeah, absolutely.
The schedule's filling up. Like he's looking to be really busy this year.
Good, man. That's good.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm jumping in and out of that with the victory lap with FGL.
Right. So now is Brian? It's which I know they're both going to do kind of a solo gig. They're going to kind of do their solo projects. Are you going to do any of that with them, or are you just going to kind of be done with that?
Oh, kind of waiting to see what happens with everybody. There's a lot of stuff in development, I guess, is basically where it is. You know, writing, recording.
Right.
I don't know what the timelines are going to be. I just know we're playing. We start actually this Sunday. We run through the end of September with the shows for them, and then I guess we'll just discuss and see what happens over the summer, because by then they'll have things going on and hitting. I know BK dropped his record, and he's actually been doing some stuff down the Gulf Coast area, playing some shows and doing some things. So
right.
I know Tyler's cranking out songs as he always does, and kind of figuring out what I guess his project's going to look like from the grouping of material he's putting together. So this solo endeavor on both of their parts has been part of their plan for a long time.
Right.
GL was such a big time investment for them for the last 10 years that for them to go and do stuff, because they have been, as you know, writing all this material that have been hits for all these other folks. So there's they're very prolific writers, and there's lots of material out there that didn't suit FGL, and they've been just kind of setting things aside along the way. They were like, I'd like to cut this. And it's like, that makes sense. So
yeah,
been talking for a long time about basically what we're doing right now, playing some shows. We're going to hit a point, push pause on FGL, give them an opportunity to go out and explore their solo projects, and then reboot at some point, a little bit down the road.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's awesome, dude. Man. Thank you guys for calling. That's awesome. And it was funny because AJ was like, "You will call? Who you want to call?" I said, "We'll call Jeremy." He's like, okay, if he doesn't answer, I said, what about Dan Weller? He was like, let's call him. Swear to God.
So Dan and I were already calling each other and FaceTiming each other.
That's funny.
You call.
And then I called you, so you were like, hey, let's call Tater.
That's exactly what happened.
That's
and then,
funny.
you know, it was funny watching old people try to work technology to figure out how to third person on the phone.
Hey, check it out, dude. Look, if I were to do that, I would have to call you, record it, and then call Jeremy and record it and try to have splice it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the kiddos at, man? Connor, come show me how to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're empty nesters, man. We're by ourselves.
Dude, how's that going, man? How are you guys doing with that?
You know what? It's good at times, but I think Ashley gets bored. You know what I mean? Because it's just, you know, she's like, have you talked to Hayden today? Yeah. What's he doing? I don't know. Have you talked to Riley? No. Well, she wasn't doing anything. I'm like, well, tell him to come over. I don't care. Whatever. Yeah. It's harder on her than it is me. I'm just like, good. Get out.
Well, you know, Dan and I are almost in that boat. Dan, I think Jude's about to graduate, isn't he?
Yep, he's going to go to Rock Chalk Land starting this fall.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Nice.
So we're going to be.
Connor son has a year left, and then so you know, Dan and I are kind of approaching that empty nester stage. You know?
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's weird for a while because they're not home, and you're just like, well, they're not here. You know what I mean? But then you kind of get used to it.
Or you won't.
Or you just move them back in. Just say, you guys come home. You know? That'll never happen. Once you're out, you're out. Get out of my house. So, anyway. Great talking to y'all. So Dan Weller and Jeremy Worden, two great guys, great musicians, good dudes, good friends. So, yeah. That's right. You heard that right here on the Sweet Life Podcast with Tate Stevens. All right, fellas. You guys be good.
You too.
All right, we'll see you.
Let's hook up.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, we will. All right, guys. We'll see you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. That took forever. It was good stuff, though. So it's funny. How funny is that we called Jeremy and you were like, what about Dan Weller?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Man, it's been a minute. So we're going to get back on track and start pumping these every week. And so again, thank you. Make sure you subscribe to all social stuff and the Sweet Life Podcast. You can find it anywhere you can find podcast, and leave a review and a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We out.
Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Want to ask a question for a future episode? Well, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag Sweet Life Podcast. And be sure to give us a 5-star rating and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay up to date on the latest news and information for the Sweet Life Podcast. And we'll see you next time.